This is a segment we call Around the National, where we talk about whatever we want. And today we want to talk about the Dallas Stars because, my goodness, Perry, they are on fire. They've won 7 of their last 9 games. They've got a 3-point lead in the Central Division. And I just looked this up today. In the last month, so since February 15th, they are second in goals scored per game, second only to Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. They are a scoring machine right now. I think they have 4 more goals in 8 straight games.
They are legit.
Are they?
Absolutely. That has been the topic this year. The Dallas Stars, are they legit? And they've just proven that they are, because they've continued this pace all year long. We had Robertson getting there hot earlier. We've got Marchman getting hotter late. And all along, of course, what I've loved and which makes them so legit is the Minnesota boy Jake Oettinger between the pipes.
Yes.
I mean, he's come along as an absolute NHL, as a star in this league, and it's his opportunity now to take them to another level. That maybe is the question mark. Can he be that guy?
Oh, I think he can be that guy.
He has shown he can, and he is excited for it. He has amped up this team. I think the team, obviously, they bring in the Suter. They shore up their defense early on or last year, and now they bring in Max Domi. It's an exciting time to be part of the Dallas Stars, and we can debate it all we want, but the thing is, they believe that they're contenders, and that's the most important part. That's what makes them a contender, is their belief.
There's so many layers to what they do now as well. Like last year, they still had that Robertson line doing work, racking up points. But this year, we've seen the resurgence of Jamie Benn. He's putting up point totals that we haven't seen from him in like 5 years.
Yes.
He has been reignited. Miro Heiskanen is riding a career-high 7-game point streak right now, 12 points over that span. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Now, they are facing a touch of adversity right now. Tyler Seguin dealing with that laceration, a word that I hate, just gives me the creeps.
Yep.
But apparently it's not as bad as it could have been. He might miss a couple of weeks, but how much do you think his absence could impact their lineup? Or do their deadline acquisitions maybe make up for it, the addition of a Max Domi, let's say?
Well, I think you nailed it with the depth. That's the big difference between Dallas this year. The Jamie Benn, the Tyler Seguin, these guys are stepping up the depth that they're getting scoring from, so it's throughout the lineup, and they're not just having to lean on the ageless wonder Joe Pavelski and Jason Robertson and Hintz and these other guys. Everyone else is playing, and they truly are playing together as a team. Yes, they might, the Seguin, this could hurt a little bit, but they have the depth now that they can next man up attitude. They've got Max Domi they brought in here now, and they've got these players now that can plug and play to where they didn't have that before, where they just didn't have any depth even scoring. It didn't matter who was in the lineup. They weren't contributing. And now it doesn't matter who they have in the lineup. They are contributing. So it's almost they've just kind of they're just spoiled as they are up front with their depth that they have. And that's the biggest difference for obviously Jake Oettinger. We can talk about that, but that depth scoring, Jackie, you nailed it.
Well, I think, too, you look around the West, and maybe not necessarily in their division, because what the Minnesota Wild are doing between the pipes right now is pretty impressive. But they are one team in the West that I think I would have the most confidence in between the pipes in a Jake Oettinger. I mean, no disrespect to Connor Hellebuck. He's been sensational. He's also started a ton of games.
Yes, he has.
I'm not sure how many Oettinger has started, but the Dallas Stars are looking like a force to be reckoned with, getting hot at the right time of year, riding tons of momentum back in action tonight as well. Elsewhere in the Central Division, we got to talk about the defending Stanley Cup champions. The Colorado Avalanche just can't seem to catch a freaking break. First of all, one of my favorite moments of the night last night, Artturi Lehkonen in Montreal scores a couple goals. The Habs fans at the Bell Center at home are cheering for a goal that was scored against their team. Like, I never thought I would see the day. I never thought I would see the day, but it happened. And you know what? I appreciated the moment. But then Lehkonen leaves the game. He has to get surgery on his finger. He's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. So another key piece for the Avs out of the lineup.
Boy, it's eerily familiar to Carolina, isn't it? And yeah, what a night it was. I remember leaving here last night. The celebrations were going on. Lehkonen's getting the crowd behind him. By the time I get back to the hotel, he's out. I was blown
You're
away.
like, wait, what happened?
You know, and you realize how quick things can change in this league. And again, Colorado, it's funny how you just get bit by that injury bug, and you can't avoid it here. You got Lehkonen coming back, having that great showing, and this is the issue with Colorado. But with Colorado, like Tampa Bay, there's some teams out there that they just need to get healthy. They're not worried. If they're in the playoffs, no matter what position they're in, second wild card, they don't care as long as they can get past those injuries, hopefully get Lehkonen back then early in the first round, maybe in the first round, second round.
Yeah, maybe the second round. I don't know. My math might be a little bit off, but they've got to be somewhere near the top of the league in man games lost. Like, my goodness, they have been missing a lot of key players all season long.